Hello and happy Motivational Monday to all of my Cancers. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your message. All right, Cancers, let's do it. Let's get into it. Cancers. Let's get into it. Let's go. All right, let's see what's going on. A new partnership, job / love is near. That came out in your Sunday video. All right, let's see what's going on. Let us see what is going on. Let's see what is going on, Cancers. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, I am doing donation readings until the end of the year, until the end of 2025. So let's get into it. Let's do it. See what is going on. All right. This is going to take us into the 15th. Okay, that card wants to pop out. This current situation here is that you had a feeling about something. Yeah, you had a feeling about something in terms of work habits, daily routines, fitness, pets, service to others, diet, spiritual practices, health, all of that. You had a feeling about something. That's the current situation here, right? And so you felt like you were alone in something. Kind of like you had a feeling. This could be like some people were celebrating something. You feel like you were just celebrating by yourself. Like, you know, it's like sometimes you feel like it's me, myself, and I, right? But something about your joy, your inner joy, you just couldn't, like, something, you know how you just have a good feeling about something, but you're celebrating by yourself, right? Something about Cancers are just kind of like loners anyway, like you're in your own shell anyway. Like other people could be, they need to be out with friends and stuff celebrating, right? But for you, this would be like me, myself, and I. You were already something in advance, celebrating something in advance. Like your energy is very attractive. So it's like two other energies are headed your way. So it's something that possibly you prayed. It's like you went within. Two other energies could be coming across your path. That's what I'm saying. New partnership, job / love is near. So one could be you celebrating a job. One could you be celebrating a love, or something that you love is coming, right? So that could be the thing that you prayed for. 3 is an inspired action. You could have been inspired to pray about something, right? 2 things, right? That's increasing your your creativity, right? In those areas, you could have prayed for your health. You could have prayed for daily routines, fitness, pets, service to others, your diet, spiritual practices, work habits, something you prayed about, right? And that somebody could be talking about, and you could have prayed for a new partnership, a new job, new love, something you prayed for, right? And then bam, right? Yeah. And so you're moving on. A challenge is this, you're moving on, right? So air is common, something you have in common with somebody, right? Yeah, something you have in common with somebody, because you're moving on from something, right? Yeah, so somebody is talking about something, and you're now moving on from something. Now you can move on. You're like, okay, we all have that in common, so we can move on. We all have it in common, so we can move on. So now people are celebrating. We all have that in common. We can move on. Alrighty. So, all right. So there's 2 sides to something, right? 2 sides to something, right? So distant past is two sides of the sword, right? So somebody could be thinking that somebody is surviving behind closed doors, and really somebody could be thriving behind closed doors, right? So somebody could be wanting to talk to somebody, like really, like, okay, we need to go talk to somebody behind closed doors, make sure they all right. let's go see somebody all right, right? Right. Let's have some family and friends go talk to somebody, make sure they all right. 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 Let me get these cards together. Right. And so that for some people, they're inspired. Like some people are like I said, gifted, like really, really gifted, like via emotive telepathy. Like this could be like emotive telepathy, like somebody was getting some messages across to somebody. Like a lot of people have this same thing in common, right? And so depending on when people answer the call on their lives, because this right here, this is Ten of Swords here. So somebody could have gotten a message across. Like I tell people when I'm reading cards that I'm not talking about myself, right? But I'm channeling messages, right? And so I was thinking about one zodiac sign in particular that kept jumping on a bandwagon, putting messages under. They've since stopped. Was, are you okay? Are you okay? Like, you don't really know me. You asked me if I'm okay. At first I was saying, okay, maybe they're concerned, right? Then after a while I said, okay, you're jumping on a bandwagon. You're actually creating something that's not there. Thank you for your concern, but if I said I'm okay, stop putting those comments under my videos. If you're really concerned, you'd be sending me direct messages. You're putting something on the World Wide Web, asking me, you got all these flood of messages asking if I'm okay, and I'm telling you early in the message that I'm channeling a message. So people are, is a light on something that someone is saying, right? Because so many people have something in common, right? And so let's say, for instance, you have a platform. Let's say you have a platform that people are watching and people are talking about. And so many people have something in common, right? Somebody is just moving on through. Like somebody is just moving on through. Just like a person that's kind of like transitioning, moving on through. This is what you're doing. This is you right here. You have an 11th house, right? So Aquarius rules 11th house. Gemini rules 3rd house. So like if you're transitioning on through and you're hearing something, like you're like, oh, you're picking up on something. So this would be like, for instance, if I am watching something on if I'm watching something on Instagram and I'm like, oh, or if I'm watching a movie, or if I'm watching, if I see something on social media, I'm like, oh, okay, that may be something a lot of people are going through, and it comes out in the cards. Oh, that may be something that can help some people, right? A lot of people could be going through that, right? Excuse me. But by the time you get to 10 of Swords, that's 9 swords already in somebody's back. Why I gotta take 10 swords for people to start checking on people? Y'all know what I'm saying? Like, what in the world? You got to take 10 swords for loved ones to come start checking on people. By a child, by the first sword, somebody out like a light. So, and people celebrating. So that's why it's a challenge. That's why it is a challenge for some people, because why you gotta, that seems disingenuous for somebody to start checking on you after 10 swords. Y'all get the point, right? So anyway, some kind of a new partnership, job / love is near. I mean, where were these people? They sleep by the time 10 swords come. So yeah. So a light is shining on something. Light is shining on something. All right. What about the recent past? What about the recent past? Yeah, you're rising above the judgment. Because somebody was trying to bring judgment on somebody behind closed doors. Where was all this judgment when all these people were linking arms together, talking about somebody behind their back being shady towards somebody and their friends? Like in their loved ones, like as they were transitioning through storms of life, talking about people behind their back, delivering that last sword, right? In order for somebody to deliver a last sword in your back, and again, happy Motivational Monday, the first sword, the first time somebody starts talking about you behind your back is when somebody should show some concern. Well, wait a minute, what's going on now? This person, they're going through a storm of life. Let me get on the phone and call them and make sure they need anything. That's what a concern is. They need something with their first sword. What's happening? They were crying. They told somebody that they didn't have money for food. What? It shouldn't make it around 10 of swords. Y'all get the point, right? So somebody's learning how to rise above. You're learning how to rise above the judgment. And so is a whole lot of other people. As you're going through storms of life, you're just transitioning through. But see, now that, Aquarius is a very innovative sign. Now that something has made, that other people are seeing, and it's so much that people have in common, now all of a sudden, people got a lightning bolt. You see this right here, the storms? Right here? This right here is the moon, right? So many people are going through the same storms. Now is putting, now these people want a partner. Now all these people want to come together and people want a partner, right? Because you breaking generational cycles, chains, and curses. You see how this works? When you've been talking about partnering for the longest time, but people thought because you were behind closed doors, what I've been saying, Cancer, because y'all are frugal and people are assuming that you got more going on behind closed doors than they did. They were judging, all partnering, linking up. When the first sword, talking about you behind your back, putting more swords in your back. That's what I'm saying. You're learning how to rise above the judgment. Because these people were obsessed with linking up together when it was just me, myself, and I. Just you by yourself praying as you were going through storms of life. That's why you got to learn how to rise above the judgment. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all, hey, look, the storms don't last always. Your strengths, yeah, a new project is coming your way. New project. All of these people that was linking up, clapping and cheering when you were going through storms of life, guess what? You were wishing the best for them. Still praying for them, but they had a first impression of you because they saw you as opposition. Your life was just going too smooth. You get everything you want. But see, what people don't understand is that when you're a receptive sign, you receive the love and hate. You had to learn how to be the gatekeeper and push the hate away. But you have to learn how to do that. But you were receiving everything, the love and the hate. They couldn't see the hate. They were just obsessed with partying and cheering for your hatred. But you already moved on. So now they got a new project. Child, That's all you can do is laugh, for real. That's all you can do is laugh. You got a new partnership anyway. So congratulations to whoever you are. This is what you got in common. What you got in common with somebody. New partnership. You already moved on. Near future. Yeah. You've developed emotional intelligence. All this master manipulation. You have developed emotional intelligence, child. You happy. This is joy. And what your joy does not depend on people's manipulation of you. You learn how to tap into your joy. On a spiritual plane. That's why a lot of your wishes are being fulfilled. Yep. That's why a lot of your wishes are being fulfilled. So again, congratulations to you. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all, Cancers. And again, I'm talking to you, wherever Cancer is in your birth chart. When you get to that level of saying, hey, you're going through storms of life. These people are obsessed with causing you to cry and be sad, whatever the case may be. They feel like behind closed doors, you got too much goodness going on. They don't know what's going on behind closed doors because they can't see it. You can tell them a gazillion. Okay, I had to add a little bit more time here. But yeah, like as if you haven't gone through enough humiliation rituals. But whoever this person is, you have a lot of your wishes being fulfilled here. But you've already moved on. Again, this is what you have in common. It looks like with an Aquarius. But yeah, you've already moved on. You've already risen above the judgment. You're trying to break generational cycles, chains, and curses. And it's because you've had so many swords in your back already that you've moved on. So, to calmer waters. And that's the reason why. You've already moved on to calmer waters. So where you are now, whoever you are, is really just to help other people. So what's going to help you is to let people know, hey, that you're there to be a nurturer, but you're there to, you'll close out a cycle. Whenever source tells you to move on, you'll just move on. You're rising above the judgment and you're moving on, right? So somebody now wants, I feel like somebody really wants a new partnership with you now that they know, like, oh, this person has moved on from something. Like, we thought, all this we thought, now we thought we were talking about us behind our back. Like, what? Child. Anyway. They had these people recording every conversation that you was talking about. They had these people doing the works. That's paranoia, because they haven't healed from whatever was going on with them. Whatever was going on with them, they haven't healed from it. Couldn't rise above the judgment. Hopes and wishes, looking for cracks in your story. Outcome, yeah. Anyway. So keep being a good-hearted person. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you. To some degree, I want to say I can get I get it, because to some degree I'm trying to be, like I said, be fair-minded about it, because sometimes there are some people, you know, whatever. But anyway, this is your reading, so let's just focus on you. Okay, let's just focus on you, Cancer. Your heart was in the right place, and I'm talking to you, because I'm Cancer, Sun, Moon, wherever Cancer's in your birth chart. Somebody had the wrong idea about you, put people on their team who didn't have any power or authority, decided whoever had this last sword in your back, you know, to really take you up out of here, because they feel like you need to be under some kind of judgment about something. This could have been the person that is closest to you in the workplace. I mean, wanted to use anybody that they could to see you was talking about them behind their back, or being shady in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Like, somebody was just obsessed. They just wanted to know, will you say anything negative about them behind their back in any way, shape, form, or fashion? So speak it into existence. Yeah, you got a new partnership, job / love, isn't it? / love is near. Trust your first mind. You know, I mean, for real, like, if all this, well, we thought and we heard, it's cut the conversation. You only want to hear it, for real. Like, just stop. Go to therapy. Just stop. Your mental health is just as important as your physical health. If you had something to say to somebody, you would say it to their face. But that's not even the frequency that you're on. Like, what in the world? Time to ground yourself. Your gifts have increased. You're on a frequency of love. Like, somebody has been manipulated since they were a kid. You can spot a master manipulator a gazillion. Like, for real. You talk about somebody who's really a sweetheart. Here we have dream even bigger. She apologizes for betraying you. You have the gift of clairsentience. Don't return their call. Yeah, somebody's just very prideful. Somebody failed at stealing your identity. Somebody really just wanted to be you. For real, somebody just wanted to be you. This is a family member, by the way. Actually, it's two of them. Wanted to be you. Like, two copycats in your family. They wanted to be you, whoever you are. Two copycats. I see you being booked and busy and not burdened and bitter. Angel Raphael, the healer, the messenger of God. It's all becoming clearer to you now. Somebody plans to disrupt your money, backfire. Because you can only fake that for so long. Like, you're a real person. It's you versus you. Somebody never stopped loving you. Step through the portal. So if you're a man, Capricorn, this could have been a woman that was trying to fake compassion towards. Somebody could have like 3 daughters here. And it could have been a woman that was faking like she was very compassionate mother towards 3 daughters. And the father could have been the one that was really the compassionate one, right? Y'all know we equal opportunity on channel. So there's no favoritism towards men or women, whatever. And you could have been the one that was like, okay, it's just me, myself, and I, you know. And that's what I have in common with, you know, an Aquarius. We're just transitioning, you know, moving through a storm of life. And this person wanted to band together and say, you know, whatever. And you just kind of sort of feel like you by yourself, you know, in a situation. Where somebody took that one last sword and said who was closest to you, because everybody been talking about you behind your back, and just get that one last sword hoping to take you up out of here. But then, and you had to learn how to rise above the judgment, right? And you're like, okay, well, now everybody want to come back around and say, okay, well, we got something for you. We got a project. We want to work with you on such and such. You're like, nah, I already moved on. I'm good. After, you know, people keep trying to get you to talk about people behind your back, and you're like, I don't have anything bad to say. Like, you smart enough to realize it's not the whole organization. It could be just few people that you still don't have anything negative to say about that person. Yep, this one, that one. You don't have nothing negative to say. Just what? Somebody was trying to get you to talk about an entire. It would be like whatever let's say your company, the job you work for is ABC company, right? Somebody was basically trying to get you to just poop all over the whole company. Like the entire company is just, they're a bunch of hyenas. A company of hyenas. A wildebeest. And you were just like, no, that wouldn't even be for you. That's like, no, that's not true. It's not a whole bunch of companies of hyenas and wildebeest and mountain lions. like you work in a jungle. No. Somebody kept trying to make it seem like you just had all this hate in your heart for like this child. Anyway, you already moved on. Like what? Anyway, you will not wait for today to be a good day. You'll make it a good day. Like, that's why you just moved on. Ain't that level? This is that. It was a level of just obsession with just trying to end you. Like it's like these all people ganged up on you. You and somebody else. And they wanted to make something worldwide gang up on. No way would you want to be a part of anything like that. No way. Yeah, so I'm seeing soulmate energy coming across your path. Because my goodness. They doing, whoever this, they doing the most. I mean, the absolute most. You'll see them put that energy towards the people that they should be putting the energy towards. Here we have 2 of Swords here. Your ancestors were all around you helping you. Yeah, and they was fighting. So yeah, your ancestors are basically like cut them off. Cut them off. Don't say give them no words, none. Because now they tell me, we got a project, we want to work with you. We want to, because we didn't know and we heard and somebody said. They was recording literally every conversation. You heard the echoes in the background. You heard the phone say, hey, this call is now being recorded. You heard all of it. All of it. Pure D craziness. Now you got exes talking about they want to fight for the love, and I always loved you, I didn't know, and somebody said. It's all, listen, now you the cold one, because you walking away. And we were always meant to be together. Now some of y'all jobs calling y'all back. Come on, we got a position for you, and now people, they need to go. They want, can we go out for drinks? You don't even drink, child. And no, because your wish is being fulfilled. You didn't drove somebody to drinking, child. Talking about, can y'all go for a drink? You don't even drink. Well, I mean, where do you want to go? They couldn't even hold a cup straight, child. You drinking water. You drinking iced tea, hot tea, coffee. They couldn't even, and they be sitting there looking at you like, okay, well, anything you want me to do, I'll do. Nothing. I don't want you to do anything. Get out my face. That's what you can do. Bye. Get away from me. That's what you can do. Yeah. So somebody could be taking a trip. You can be planning a trip. So you and somebody could be planning a trip. They you know, you and somebody, because it's, I mean, some people have been so cold towards you and somebody else. You and somebody could be planning a trip to get away to somewhere warm, and somewhere hot, because I'm seeing red here. And Mars is the energy planet, and it's associated with the color red, right? And so these people were so angry with you, they didn't know where to put their energy. It was all this, what is called misplaced anger or whatever. Anyway, but you are structured, you and somebody, you are structured and authoritative, and so you're putting your energy towards something positive, right? So again, you're not waiting for today to be a good day. You're making it a good day, but you're releasing the burden. You're releasing the burden. Like these people did, when I say whoever these energies are, they did the absolute most. Like it can't, this a whole nother level of hate. This another level of hate. Like this is, oof. Anyway, happy Motivational Monday. A lot of your wishes are being fulfilled, so congratulations to you. So you just need to steer clear of these people. Just steer clear of them. You're not somebody's God, so something else need to happen. Hey, stay away from them. That's all I can tell you. Stay away from these people, child, because what in the world? There's something else going on. That is all I have for you. That's all I have. That's all I have. Somebody said they never stop loving you. That's not love. That's something else. That's called something else. That is not love. That's called something else. So, and I don't have a word for it. So that's not called love. But that's what I have for you. Again, happy Motivational Monday. And usually these videos are shorter than this, but that's what I have for you, okay? Bye.